Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 4 of the March 300, right here in the Droogies Lounge. I am Drevens Droogie, and today I'm taking another step forward and getting to that journey to 300, going through my personal CD collection and whittling down, making some choices to get rid of or keep certain CDs, and take another closer step today. But I realized last week I can't do this all by myself every week, so I am bringing in a co-host this week, actually the original co-host. Zach Jackson from the CNZ Show is going to sit in today, and you're looking at Zach here and you're saying that guy is probably way too young to know any of these CDs. But I guarantee you, he's been a captive audience for a number of years, being forced to listen to many of these things, and all these memories are going to pop up, and he's going to help us on the selection. But Zach, tell us a little about your show, the CNZ Show, that have been seen on YouTube.
Yep, Instagram, TikTok. Since I've been in school for the past year, it's a little hard for me to be consistent with it, but me finishing up, I think me and Schmidt could go back to doing more things and trying to do more broad of a audience and do more things than just video games or acting or whatnot. But yeah, I'm excited for the future. So
all right, so some good funny skits on there, maybe. Have the bleep button in play on this, but this is a kid-friendly show here on YouTube, so we'll be okay today. But check out the CNZ Show on everywhere you can see stream videos. But we need to get started. Mona Joyfinder, jump in here with this week's selections. Last week a pretty good week on the keepers. This week, who knows? And I guess this is except for the logos at the beginning of the show, this is an AI-free streaming service for you. So these are not anything we've seen until right now. So we're going to shoot from the cuff and go and see what we have this week. Let's just start from the front.
I'm excited.
And this week we have the looks like a Neil Young. Nope. Joe Walsh. And this is one of Joe Walsh's. This is one you had to listen to a lot in the car rides, going on trips. This looks like a compilation one. We had Joe Walsh last week. I had a live album from the James Gang that we kept. And this one here has got some good songs: Walk Away, Meadows, Rocky Mountain Way, Turn to Stone. Definitely ones you've heard Joe Walsh sing. I wouldn't keep this selection though, because I think the compilation I kept last week was a little better. Any remembrance of old Joe Walsh riding on those long trips to the beach?
So the only album that I know of Joe Walsh that you played a lot was Analog Man.
Okay.
So that's the only album I know. I also know that he was a singer for the Eagles, right?
Yeah, he still tours the Eagles a little bit. Yeah, he's been in a lot of bands, did a lot of solo stuff. This is more on the solo thing, so we're going to get rid of this one, I think, though. But yeah, very good.
And also when we saw him with Tom, who was it? Tommy?
We saw him with Tom Petty, right?
Yeah, Tom Petty, yep.
Actually, last little tour Tom Petty was on when he was alive, and Joe Walsh opened for him.
That was an amazing concert.
That was a good one, yes, sir. All right, this one here, I think I know the answer to this. This here is Van Halen. What's the name of this one, Zach?
A Different Kind of Truth.
So A Different Kind of Truth. So this is their album they put together. Their last one they did as a full band, Wolfgang. Eddie's son came in, played bass on this one, subbing in for Michael Anthony. And I know you listen to this one. I think probably a lot of these songs are on your playlist, aren't they?
Oh yeah, most of them.
Yeah. So there's some good ones. Some of the songs on here were actually songs they did back in the late '70s and early '80s. That kind of put them in the vault, put them on the shelf, and then brought them back out to make this album. And then they added some few new ones. And we also saw these guys touring for this album in Orlando. Very good show, very loud show, if I remember.
Yeah, it was pretty loud. Yeah.
But I think given the criteria of the sentimental thing, I think we're definitely going to slide Different Kind of Truth over in the keeper. So let's put them, if you can help me out there, put it over in the keeper stack.
And another reason why this was so special is because David Lee Roth was gone for so long. What was it, like 30 years?
No, for quite a while.
Yeah, and then he came back and made this album. So
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, here we go. We have a compilation CD. I've got a lot of these in the collection. This one here is a Billy Joel compilation. This goes through his 70s and 80s. Looks like maybe early 90s compilation. It's a double disc compilation. Billy Joel, for me, I liked a few of his songs, which is why I got it. The Piano Man, of course, that's his iconic song. But Scenes from Italian Restaurants, one that kind of I like to hear. A couple other ones. Don't know if I put this in my 300 though. Any Billy Joel recollections for you?
The only song that I know is Uptown Girl. That's the only really song. Yeah. I know me and Schmidt make fun of him sometimes, but for the most part,
right.
I think he's pretty good. I think he's one of those guys that you know the song, you just don't know he did it. You know what I mean?
All right.
So like, I probably know like 10 songs from him that I don't know it's him. But.
Well, Uptown Girl is probably one of the reasons why I'm going to put this in the getaway one, because this is one that was severely overplayed when I grew up. Those songs came out when I was a teenager, and this thing was on MTV and drove you nuts. So, yeah, so Uptown Girl's going to get Billy Joel over in this stack, I think, today. So he's going to have to go away. All right, here we go. This one here is a Coldplay Live CD, a double disc CD. Looks like from 2003. So this had been out right after A Rush of Blood to the Head. It's a double disc CD album. It also comes with some a CD-ROM, so you can throw this in if you guys still have a DVD player. You can actually watch this on concert as well. But for me, Coldplay's best time was the first couple CDs, which we'll go over, I'm sure, as we keep whittling through here. We had a Coldplay one we got rid of a week or two ago, one of their newer ones, but this one's here is a performance of, for me, the time period that I liked them the most. What do you think about Coldplay?
So I did like them all the way up to Milo Xyloto. But yeah, their last couple albums, I personally think that a little bit more mainstream. But shout out to Caleb, because I know he's probably gonna watch this later. So fun fact about this album, whenever my dad would chill out or whatever, he would always put that or a Genesis album on. So
yeah, those are good chill out ones for me. So,
but yeah, I love that album so much.
All right, well, so this isn't the actual. We're gonna keep this one for the fact that it is a concert. And they played some other songs from the previous album I like too. So we're gonna throw this one in the keeper stack. That's the Coldplay Live 2003. All right, here we go. A Perfect Circle. This is a group with Maynard James Keenan from Tool, the lead singer. Threw some other people together. They put out a few albums. They had some cool songs on the debut one, and I think for me, continually to buy A Perfect Circle CD was kind of living off that first one. I really never clicked with the rest of the stuff they came out with.
I've heard of them, but I can't tell you a song.
Probably a couple, if you heard them, you'd say, oh yeah, but you don't know who this is. And so as far as The Perfect Circle, this one's going to have to go away. If I'm missing something on this, again, we do encourage you guys to make comments and on the video, subscribe, of course. We'll remind you to subscribe a couple times, but definitely click some comments. What am I missing on Perfect Circle? This is, what's that say there?
What,
the name of the album?
13th Step.
13th Step. All right, see, I need to get some better cheaters here. But yeah, so no, this one, we're going to put that one in the go away.
Was that their first album?
No, this was at least their second. Might have been their third. And I think they did an album of covers too, which I didn't really get in that one either. All right, here we go. Tenacious D, the self-titled Tenacious D album. This is Jack Black and Kyle Gass, KG. And this is a kind of a comedy album. The songs are all just telling funny stories and all. Good musicianship. They actually had the keyboard player from Phish plays in the band. The guy I think that's currently, I don't forget his name, he's on Avenged Sevenfold's drummer currently. He played drums on this album. And Dave Grohl, who if you ever see the videos for the song Tribute, he plays in that video. Good friends of the band. He jumps in and plays a couple of things here. So yeah, this is a funny album. It's one of those things, if you just want a good laugh and hear some good music stuff, you can get into it.
Yeah. And
these are probably one, if I played some of these, you'd be like, oh, that was Tenacious D. But any Tenacious D thoughts off?
No, I know like their most popular songs, but yeah, Tenacious D is one of those bands where you just, you're gonna laugh the whole time. You don't really take them seriously, but I think they're good musicians. Jack Black's a good musician. As far as the other guy, I don't remember his name, but KG?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's good. So actually, and they, if you do catch online wherever you watch live videos, if you catch them playing just the two of them, they don't play with the full band, but they have a show that's on YouTube and other places at the Brighton Academy over in England. It's just them doing the two-man show, and they do this whole album and some other things. It's very entertaining. So I'm going to think for the entertainment value, needing a good laugh, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the keeper pile. All right. Okay. So let's throw that one over there. All right, and here we go. This one here is Danzig.
Ooh.
Yeah, Danzig. I don't know if this
The name of the album is How the Gods Kill.
How the Gods Kill. Yeah, Danzig's a little bit of a darker dude. He was in the Misfits, then went on, did his own, some solo stuff. He put together this group with his name in the title. And I don't believe this one has, it does have Dirty Black Summer on it, number 6. This was a track, this was a song I heard on the radio, and it made me want to get interested to buy it back in the day. Didn't really get into much more of the albums, but some of his song Mother, which is probably the most popular song, is not on this one. But this one didn't really click with me back in the day, so I may have to put this one, if you don't have anything that talked me out of it, I may put this in the getaway pile.
Yeah, I'm not sure of that album besides the one with Mother on it, but was he more of a one-hit wonder to you? Like, he made that one album and he...
Well, I think with Danzig, though, he probably has a very big cult following, so if we're going to call him a one-hit wonder, we might want to change our addresses and go into hiding, because there's probably some people pretty mad at us, but no, he's definitely an active guy, but yeah, just not something to click with me or you, I think, so we're gonna have to get this Danzig one in the go away.
Actually, fun fact, I think every Hangover movie he had an intro song.
Okay.
And I liked all 3 of those songs, so please don't come at me. I like Danzig, I just don't know much about him. But except he was in the Misfits, but other than that.
There you go. All right, here is an album. This is the Probot album. This is a little side venture from Dave Grohl, and he plays on every song on the album here at drums. But what he did, he took in various musicians and would just make a song with them. For example, Shake Your Blood, he's got Lemmy playing on it, which is it's on my playlist when I want to get some good cardio in. And just a bunch of different guys on here, some cool songs. It's kind of a cool thing Dave did. Besides the Lemmy one, do you have another one that you remember that caught your eye? Yeah. But kind of a neat thing. I'd like to see Dave do that again. Maybe just find different guys to hang with. I know he does a lot of interactions and compilations with different musicians. I know he's got some touring going on at Queens of the Stone Age, which we'll see very soon out in Las Vegas. But good concept for Dave to do what he did here.
Yeah. This also reminds me of the Sound City album, where he kind of did the same thing. He brought in a ton of people to do an album. But yeah, besides Shake Your Blood, honestly, I don't really know any other songs. Maybe like one other one.
Okay.
I can't think of, but...
All right. Well, I think it's a cool album. It's a cool thing to get a listen through. But as far as making the final 300, I don't know that I'm going to put it in there for one song I really like. So
gotcha.
I'm thinking let's put him over here. Next up, we have ZZ Top, the Antenna album. And this was one that was kind of after their heyday. This is after Eliminator and the albums that came out in the late 80s. ZZ Top, kind of one of those good ones that if you're going to have a barbecue outside, get summertime, or you got a little bit of a road trip, some cool music. I think their older stuff is better. None of the songs on here really stand out to me, though, looking at them now. Any thoughts on this particular ZZ Top album?
So I don't know any songs off of that album, but I know Tush, like songs off the Eliminator, Lagrange. I don't really know any of that album. I wish I knew him a little bit more.
Yeah, this is probably one, as I mentioned too, as I go through and get rid of some of these. Something I'm going to go back and listen to on a streaming service while I'm driving. Maybe I'll just listen to this one back to finish to see if I missed something. But not going to make the top 300 for me, so I'm going to slide that over here. Next one.
One more thing. Did you ever see ZZ Top in concert?
I did see him one time. Saw him back in 15 years ago or now. They're very great in concert. Yeah, and that was before when Dusty Hill was still with us. So it was a great show. Kind of a cool thing. Late in the show, some guy, like one of the last songs they played was Sharp Dressed Man, and it was out in Las Vegas, out in 100-degree heat. And on this last song they played, this guy jumps out in a full tuxedo and ran up and down the aisle dancing. I can just imagine this guy, sweating his tail off, waiting for the song. They finally play it. Yeah. And then he was like in a heat because he was so exhausted, waiting the whole show to run around in a tuxedo. But,
right.
But very good. And they do still tour. You can probably catch them.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they did try to find a replacement bassist. So if you catch ZZ Top, that's definitely a show to catch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next one here, we got White
Ooh.
Stripes, the Elephant album. And this is kind of the one, they got a little famous, but then, of course, Seven Nation Army, that's the big one we all know and love. And this is kind of the one that, a couple other songs here, and their big breakout, and then they became popular. This is that album. Any thoughts on the White Stripes here, the Elephant album?
But besides Seven Nation Army, I can't, maybe Ball and Biscuit, but other than that, I don't really.
Yeah, it was a song, of course, Seven Nation Army, I can still kind of listen to. It's a little played out. Of course, everybody covers it. But I don't think it's going to make the top 300 for me. Although, if you do like the White Stripes, this is probably going to be one of your favorites and the one that really kicked off their career. But for me, we're going to have to put that one over here.
Yeah.
All right, here is Yes, the Ladder album, and this is one of their incarnations in the early 2000s. Yes almost pops up every week because I have a lot of Yes albums, so that's just the way it goes. That's the way we want to do it. And there's I think we did keep one Yes album already. Got rid of one, and this one here, I'll probably do a listen through again on my Spotify service, but I don't think this one's going to make it for me. None of these songs really jumped out to me as ones that I would want to keep around. But we did see Yes back in the day.
Yeah, that was a good concert.
We saw them in Orlando. We saw that when Chris Squire was still alive, and it was a good show, definitely. But this particular album, I think we'll have to put it over here. All right, we're down to one more this week, and this one here is Rush. This is the Test for Echo album, and this is one of their ones that came out in the early 2000s, I believe. It's one of those, if you're a big Rush fan, there's always debates about which ones are people's favorites, and this is one that some people absolutely love this album, some people can't stand it. To me, I was kind of in the middle. It really didn't stand out for me.
Yeah.
We've kept the Rush one. I know we're going to probably keep a couple more, but this particular one, I think I'm going to have to put away. Did you ever make it? You made it to a Rush show with us one time, didn't you? With me and Uncle Kevin. I think we took you down to
times.
Took
Like,
you
what,
down
3 or 4 times?
Well, yeah, there are two bands I've seen the most. I've seen Rush and the Flaming Lips, and I've seen. So I know I made you go to a couple of those at least. So,
yeah, it was good.
Yeah, great shows, and of course they're out again with the new drummer touring right now. But
probably the greatest drummers of all time, at least in the top 5. Can we say that?
No, he's probably the greatest.
He's amazing in concert.
Yeah. So Test for Echo is not going to make the cut for us this week. So
I didn't know that album existed. To be honest with you.
Well, there you go, guys. This is yes, sir.
Here, I want to add a new segment. So the ones we chose, do you mind if you pick out which one's your favorite song?
Favorite song off of
the ones you chose.
Okay.
The ones that from this episode.
Okay. Well, Tenacious D. Probably Wonder Boy is a funny one. That's probably the one I like. It's got a good upbeat tune, good little superhero type story. So I'll go with Wonder Boy on that.
And then Caleb, I'm sure, wants to know which one's your favorite on the 2003 album.
Well, Rush to Blood Ahead is my favorite off the studio album, so I figured probably the concert version would be the same.
Yeah, for me, it's so hard because I like In My Place, I like Politic, I like Amsterdam. Rush the Blood to the Head probably is my favorite as well. But there's so many good songs. Because what was this, the first 2 albums they made?
Yeah.
Was it Sparks and... Okay. Yeah, so... What did it even show it on the back? I thought it would show the songs. But, yeah. All their best music's on this album, so...
All right. And then the third one we kept today was our Van Halen. I have to look at the titles real quick. I mean, I liked a lot of these. She's a Woman was a good one, but Blood and Fire, I think, was actually my favorite off of that. But yeah, one of the things for me when we do keep these things, it's got the sentimental value, but also you don't hit skip on hardly any of the songs, and I wouldn't really hit skip. But how about you? What's your favorite off this one?
Let me see. I liked every single one of them, like you said. Out of Space was pretty good.
Okay. We'll go Out of Space. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We are getting the go home signal. So listen, make sure that you hit subscribe, especially all you Danzig lovers. If you do want to get with me and Mr. CNZ, please be respectful and try not to give us death threats. We
Yeah.
We'd love to hear some good Danzig stuff that makes us change our mind. But hit subscribe, make comments, and we will see you again real soon right here on the March to 300.
See y'all.